seen a lot of other people struggle with this mic tonight, so hopefully I won't struggle with it, but I'll try my best. Okay, so this is my fourth NCAA banquet, and this is probably the most interesting one thus far. So 4 years ago, it was my first one, and it was in Boston. So I've had the opportunity to go to a lot of different locations in my 4 years. So this is exciting just to be across the pond from where I go to school. So let me backtrack. I remember the exact moment that I knew I was going to play water polo at USC. No one tells you how nerve-wracking it is up here, guys. Let me tell you. Okay, backtrack. It was the beginning of my senior year, and I was at a recruiting clinic in La Jolla. I had been getting letters and calls from coaches, standard recruiting policy, but I hadn't been on any visits yet. So still, I'd already picked out the schools that were at the top of my list, USC being one of them. And I knew that Coach Casey Moon was there scouting. So once the clinic was over, I took advantage and decided to go talk to him. And I was like, oh, hey, what's up? And he was like, hey, so you should come to USC. And I was like, oh yeah, super dope. And then he was like, yeah, we'll work hard, win a couple championships, and then you'll be on your way. And so I was sold. I was like, all right, if it's that easy, let's do it. What I didn't realize is how challenging a 4-year career at a D1 school would be. And I know all my other seniors can relate because it's hard. It's a hard thing. There's highs, there's lows. And along the way, you make really meaningful relationships with a lot of girls, and you fall in love with the sport. So, little did I realize that playing at collegiate level would present so many more challenges than I had anticipated as a senior in high school. I didn't realize that the man I was going to be playing for would be just as intense and passionate as people made him out to be. I didn't know anything about completing water polo homework, and I sure didn't realize how much work I would have to do in order to fit in physically with my teammates. I came into USC a scrawny, 130-pound, 5'7" goalie. So I was basically a string bean, and to my coach's standards, I was Swiss cheese, and I looked like olive oil from Hawaii. I mean, look at me, it's fitting, it's fine. But hey, you win some, you lose some, right? And as Kinja would put it, I call Popeye, said that, yada yada. But anyway, winning and losing, that's what sports are all about. And as athletes, it is our job to combat those challenges head on to the best of our ability. And that's one of the many reasons why we're all here in this room this evening. That is why we've all made it to this level of play and have helped our teams be success. Each one of us has a role to play on our team and a role to fulfill. No matter what your standing on the team is, no matter what the outcome of this weekend may be, remember the moment that made you choose your school. Remember the moment that confirmed why you continue to play the sport, and why, for many of you seniors out there, this is the last weekend, so make it count, right? With that, I would like to congratulate each of the teams that have made it to this tournament. This is no small thing, and congratulations to the teams that are here for the first time. This is really incredible. I would like to take an opportunity to thank the NCAA committee and UCLA for hosting this year's NCAA tournament. This is a beautiful banquet. And I would like to thank my teammates for putting up with my really, really bad jokes. And being the water polo family that I actually never thought I could have. I would also like to thank my coaches for constantly challenging my teammates and I to do the best that we can be, and for putting us through endless hours of practice, because it's worth it. And for my parents being the support system through the good times and the bad. My heart goes out to all my fellow seniors in the room, because after this weekend, for many of us, this is the end. And to all of you, it has been an honor to play with you and against you for all these years. And good luck. Bye now.
Post-speech recap, how'd you feel?
No one tells you how nerve-wracking it's going to be up there.
What's so scary about being up there?
I don't know. You know, I felt like I was prepared. I had all my speech written out, and then you somehow get off script and start doing little asides that people can't hear, and, it happens, but I did it.
Thoughts on Alegra's speech? How'd it
Wonderful.
go? Were you inspired?
Very inspired. Made me cherish everything else every more.
Oh, that's sweet.
I think the girls are really prepared, and I think we're looking forward to a really good weekend.